layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in here. You either catch on quick, or this place chew on you slow. This life don't hand out directions. Just wait. Just pressure sitting on your chest every morning. Folks think trouble kicked the door in. Nah. Trouble slick. Trouble got perfume on. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chip paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drift off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Layer. See. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, I want to say this. I was looking at the Corey thing the other day. Yeah, that man ain't been convicted or nothing. He just told some dark humor jokes that I wouldn't mess with. But there is a such thing as dark humor, and people do push boundaries. Saying something and doing something is 2 different things. And then the lady situation, they both doing whatever they doing there too. Because if this woman then cause harm to somebody and she got a known record for that and she banned from stuff, that's a whole nother, again, something I would try to avoid. But if he's trying to avoid it and the person is finding him over and over again, how do you avoid it? We're gonna get into this stuff. Let's see.
The fathers of Pan-Africanism, and they're not from Jamaica.
Wait a minute. These steps they get, they won't just bring it up.
We want to continue the informative discussion, and we want to continue to hear the views, right? So let's just get focused again. Anointed, is it Anointed Hands? Go ahead. I'm going to give you a minute now, sir. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, thanks. So look, first off, I want to say FBA doesn't represent the majority of us who are descendants of slaves.
What does that mean?
That's the first thing.
What does that mean?
The first thing.
You're not interrupt.
What does that mean?
Let him finish.
Can you be quiet, sir? So look, that's the first thing. The second thing is this: FBA is only dividing us here in America. Brother Tariq talking about numbers to get things passed. We have people in America that classify as African Americans, and we are not going to change our classification no matter what they say. Now, the brother earlier spoke, I said and listen, so the brother earlier spoke talking about Marcus Garvey. He must forget that Martin Delany, Alex Cromwell, and W. Du Bois are the fathers of Pan-Africanism, and they're not from Jamaica. They born here right here in America.
That's your lineage.
Second, hold on, let me finish, brother. Secondly, when we talk about our ancestors here in America,
stop on meeting, please. Just
when we talk about our ancestors here in America, our ancestors was proud to be descendants of Africans. And this is the last point. I want them to answer this.
That's a lie.
Okay. Why he keep talking? What's wrong with him? He can't
because
keep
you lying. I'm just correcting your lie.
All right, second.
He's just up here lying, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's the only one to get to interrupt, host?
Look, so here we go. No, I want him to answer this question. The purpose of reparations, the purpose of delineation is to get reparations, right? To get reparations, you have to prove that you have an ancestor that was enslaved here in America. So what does it matter what you call yourself? If you can't prove that you have an ancestor that was enslaved, you can't get reparations. I don't care if we call ourselves Tether, Bootface, you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. You're not going to get it unless you can prove that you have an ancestor that was enslaved. And the last thing, we talking about numbers here in America. How are we going to get anything passed if we 13 to 14% of the population and we talking about a numbers gang, and now you are alienating those of us here in America that are descendants of slaves that consider ourselves African American? How are you going to get numbers passed and make it everyone that don't agree with you agree to this ideology of FBA? We don't agree with it, and we never will agree with it. And ain't nothing no one can say. Nothing that no one can say that can make us agree with it. Our ancestors bled and died here, and they are trying to rewrite history, talking about FBA. Our ancestors didn't call themselves FBA back then. They were proud of who they were. Now, every time they
so it really doesn't matter what they call it.
So why does FBA?
Can we allow him to finish? Let him finish, guys. Let him finish. Come on.
They never called themselves African American.
Man, they call themselves Afro descendants, man. So come on, stop playing games, man. Hold up, stop, man. African American was used in the 1800s. When you look at
you've got to land the plane.
Church, they use the word African, man. My thing is this: they are trying to rewrite history and they at war with Pan-Africanism because Pan-Africanism is the reason we got everything we got here in America. They can't show no movement.
No, it is not, brother. That's
So that's why you should have answered my question when I asked you what the Pan give us
Again,
post-civil rights.
Guys, if we
Man, they
continue
hate
to
to give
talk,
it the truth.
we're gonna. We're going to drop people from the panel.
No, they hate to hear the truth. They can't show
so-
one. You can't show
Anointed,
one movement.
anointed, anointed.
Hey, Tom,
Anointed, just
shut up, man. Be quiet.
anointed,
Damn.
anointed. Listen,
I was quiet.
listen.
I
Just
was
land your
quiet.
plane. Just land your plane. What's your
landing
question?
right
Just
now. They can't
say your
show
question
one
again.
movement. They can't show one movement here in America where FBA has got anything done. The only thing they're doing, they're trying to steal the legacy of our ancestors who consider themselves Afro
Civil rights,
descendant.
yeah, that was FDA civil rights.
Why you keep talking? Why you
Because
keep
I'm answering
talking,
you.
man?
Civil
Why you
rights.
ain't answering me? You just
Host,
talking
can the
because you
FDA
ain't
just
the truth.
interrupt?
That's
Yeah,
That's
civil
what we're
rights.
doing.
That's an FDA movement.
This is the biggest. This is the biggest thing. You can't tell me that I'm FBA. I know who I am, and we are not
anointed.
accepting
Ask the
this
question.
term.
So repeat the
No, I
question
ain't-
again.
And I,
One more
ain't no
time.
question. My question is okay. Here go the question. When it deals with reparations, they said that we are reclassifying ourselves as FBA and we are delineating to get reparations. You have to prove that you have an ancestor that was enslaved to get reparations. So it doesn't matter what
We've
you
already
call
we've already gone over this
yourself.
some hours ago, bro.
Oh, he just saying the same
They
shit.
can run around it, but answer that question.
You just saying
Brother,
the
we've
same
been over
shit.
this. We've been over.
All right.
I'll do this again. Let me respond real quick.
Bro, we don't want to hear you again, bro. Move
Bro,
on.
no, hold up. Watch this. Check it out. So anyway, the way this works, man, and this is the third time we've said this. If you have an ancestor that was a victim of chattel slavery, these records are still intact, man. So this is not nothing that's all that difficult. And like I said before the conversation got crazy, if the people who were who owned slaves, slave owners, plantations, insurance records, all these things can be traced in records because, like I said, at the time, those black slaves were almost seen as like farm equipment or almost like cattle and everything. And if you're a business person, you're going to have meticulous records of everything you own if you have an industry that you want to profit from. So I'm saying it's not hard to find this stuff. It's just a matter of digging into the records and really doing the research. It'll take some time, but these records are there. Even the ones that weren't destroyed in the Civil War when they burned plantations and everything, you can still find this stuff. So people are trying to make it seem like this is some insurmountable task, but it can be done, man, through DNA testing. It can be done through records research, like I said, or just going through city halls, and all the stuff is still there in a lot of these places.
And
Let me come
build-
to yeah. Go
let
ahead.
me let me build on something before I leave, because there's a lot of babbling that goes on. And when we start talking about things that foundational Black Americans have done, ending slavery was a foundational Black American endeavor. The civil rights movement was foundational Black Americans. When these dudes run around here talking about all this stuff Pan-Africanism has done, Pan-Africanism has not done anything. These dudes use Pan-Africanism to go over to Uganda and get some kind of exotic baby mama somewhere in Ghana or Nigeria, some shit like that. That's what that is. These are some 90-day fiance passport bros talking that nonsense. Pan-Africanism doesn't work. And we're talking about lineage. We're staying on lineage business. Pan-Africanism is an ideology. Being a foundational Black American is not an ideology. You're born into it. That's it. You can't decide it. You either are or you're not. So all of this other stuff they're talking about, trying to frame our lineage as some kind of group or an ideology, that's just tether babble, that's bushmeat babble, that's plebiscite babble, and it's time wasting because people don't like the new norm. This is a new norm. Delineation and respect for our lineage is the new norm. And people can kick and scream and whine and moan as much as they can, but this is going to be the new norm. There's going to be respect from this point on.
That's right, brother.
Crazy.
Let me Oluwa.
You see how the conversation shifted because
Oh, sorry, we don't want to hear you anymore.
This
Stop.
is what happens.
Stop.
The thing that news
Stop.
only
Keep coming in.
Oluwa,
Like, can you
just
stop?
Oluwa, just-
We tired of your
I don't know
saying
what
the
it is.
same shit.
But
Stop.
anyway,
Oluwa, you got to stop. He's a guest though. He's come
Yeah,
on.
but you said let me go, but he's
request of my
Bro, you up
invitation.
here acting like a
I know,
woman,
but
bro.
he's making the
Shut
point.
up.
He's just making the point.
But anyway, I'm
Just
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. The fact of the matter is, it's difficult to have conversations like this because when you first started this conversation, we were getting to a point where we were getting some understanding between people who didn't understand what FBA was and people who may have had some preconceived notions about it. The fact that Black Americans are standing on business, and what I mean by that is Black American culture, Black American political power, Black Americans in general, I think are almost seen like a resource, almost like oil or gas or coal or something like that. People feel like they can pull from it and they can take from it, and they don't have to respect what they pull from it. They don't have to give everything back in return. And what's happening is the people that have been exploited and the people whose culture has been used and worn as a coat by everybody else around the world are standing up and saying, "No, I'm Black American. You're going to respect my culture, or we're going to move you out of it." Right. And because so many people are eating off that, it scares the hell out of them. So anytime anything looks like something that they can exploit or take advantage of or use for their own gain, that's what scares the hell out of them. That's how come they're scared to have this conversation. But they're going to have it because it's getting to the point now where it's undeniable. I mean, a couple of days ago, ABC ran a whole segment about foundational Black Americans.
ABC took it down
Ryan
too.
Coogler,
But it's still
Ryan
out there
Coogler,
too, so
Ryan
it's still out there,
Coogler,
though.
yeah, when Ryan Coogler went on his press tour about centers, he made a point of saying that this is talking about a lot of different cultures, but it's based in my uncle's foundational Black American culture. This is becoming a thing that's getting out of just the realm of just conversation, and it's getting bigger than anything they can talk with a lot of babble and a lot of useless gibberish. What we're going to have to do, though, for foundational Black Americans, we're going to have to learn to start pacing ourselves with these conversations and stop taking so much time explaining things to people who already know what it really is, because they're just trying to divert attention away from my fight. So that's what we got to focus on.
You guys bought the whole story. You guys gave him a lot of money. I allow you guys to talk shit about Africans. That's what it is.
All right, so Divine, were you saying something?
Yeah, I definitely do, because the last guy that got up there trying to give all the foundational Black American accomplishments to Pan-Africanism, he said something. He talked about delineation. Here's what I need the family to understand: that yes, delineation does aid in us getting reparations, but delineation is not for reparations.
Right.
Americans is needed because Black American is a term that tethers are allowed to co-opt, because they say, well, I'm Black and I'm an American, so it's Black American. Without the foundational Black American designation, foundational Black Americans do not have an ethnic designation by which to get any specific policies, initiatives, contracts, or anything else. So delineation is important because all of our previous ethnic identifiers have all been co-opted.
Well said.
By Afro immigrants.
Bravo.
And they identify by all of our identifiers. So foundational Black American is the one identifier that they can't tether onto, and that's the reason why there's so much anger and angst and all this reactionary, bad faith rebuttals to it. And also, the when they talk about African Americans, they keep bringing that up. Again, I said this before, maybe he wasn't here. African American is defined as anyone with origin in the Black racial groups of Africa. That means foundational Black Americans and all the Afro immigrants that come to this country are African American, which makes it a racial term. And because it's racial, we can't get any legislation popping, not just reparations, anything. If we wanted to get restitution for redlining or for any discriminatory practices, if we use African American, it's a racial term, and it would include the Afro immigrants that came long after any of those things took place.
Right.
That's why we are delineating. That's why this conversation is necessary. And to another point, and this is what we talk about, it got to be some respect here if we're going to talk about any possibility of unity with the diaspora.
Yes, sir.
Man, cook it.
Hello, Almond Eyes. Hello, Reese Cup. Hello, Rapid. Yeah. Let's see. You want to remove that? Let me see. Share. We're going to, where is it at? Oh, I gotta keep remembering these steps. Let me see. 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 Darn it. Let me see. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Yeah, yeah, let me see, let me see, let me see. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So step 2, always remember step 2. Okay.
No responsibilities that are yours and yours alone.
I'm about to read something. If you give me a chance, I'm about to read my research. I'm about to put my little facts out real quick.
We love
all up in
facts.
it,
Okay,
and-
with facts. We don't want your feelings, Alan.
So when it comes to our relationships in the Black community, people that were born and raised in the Black community, when a community hasn't had consistent access, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Mad in
Don't
the
be
comments.
sorry.
When a community hasn't had consistent access
Say
to
sorry
wealth,
to those
conversations
folks.
about family roles don't come from abundance; they come from survival. That's why discussions about Black women being housewives can be triggering or create fear or resistance among some Black men. In cultures where generational stability is provided, there's a feeling of natural. It's a natural feeling. In communities shaped by economic interruption, it can feel overwhelming. That tension isn't about love; it's about security.
I don't agree.
I know you don't.
You want
to speed this up? It's kind of a new thing. It wasn't no interruption. We always been, well, the majority of us have been in financial straits. So it is somewhat about survival and actually caring for each other. Basic necessities and being in a position in order to save and have all the insurances and everything else. At a certain age, that should already be set. But because of the financial situation of most people, which a lot of people are right above the poverty line, it's best when folks work together. But folks are not talking about working together. They're talking about individualism and luxury. And some people, pageantry and vanity. So let me see right here. Let's listen.
You know why? Because if you can love your good for nothing father that was working 12 hours a goddamn day, then why can't you love your husband?
Where are these fathers?
Listen.
And there we go.
Once again, if you can love your dad, whether he had it or he didn't, then why can't you love your man or your husband?
No, if my daddy good for nothing, no.
There are so many women out there with good for nothing fathers that love their father.
You can't choose your daddy.
You can't choose your daddy.
Okay, exactly. So when do you take accountability for choosing your man?
But that's the point that I'm making. Why is
But that's
it an
why she
issue
don't love you no
to
more.
not want that for yourself? And why is it so hard?
But what y'all are doing is choosing the man.
There are roles, and you're saying our role as a woman is not appreciated. You said that when we say we want a man, we want certain things in a man. But then you're saying that there's nothing that you think of, nothing that comes to mind when you think of what you want in a woman. What does a great woman provide?
I think the reason we're constantly having this argument is because we keep drawing hard lines. There are no hard lines. I don't think that there are hard lines.
Wait, for anything?
Wait, just hear where I'm coming from. As far as relationships, I think sometimes you're going to meet a woman that loves to cook and clean. Sometimes you're going to meet a woman that loves to cook that doesn't like to clean. Doesn't mean she's not a great woman. Sometimes you may meet a woman that can't cook, can't clean because she didn't grow up in a household that taught her to. Doesn't mean she's not a great woman. I think sometimes you may meet a man.
Wait. For you, that's the difference.
Hold on, wait. Now let me give you the flip side. I think sometimes you may meet a man that doesn't make $200,000 a year. You know, and I don't like to put us on Front Street, but in my relationship.
Yeah, maybe 70 and some change. 70 and some change and a bit of stability. And if you're a functioning, working individual, pool of resources, put yourselves in a better financial situation over time.
When we first moved in with each other, right? I was going through a hard time. Like, seriously, it was a bad time for me.
Why were you dating?
Why was I dating?
Or were you dating already and then you had bad times?
No, yeah, I was dating, but but why was I dating? Because I was still an amazing man.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, you said, why was I dating? Because I was still an amazing man.
Well, the only reason I asked that was because I feel like a lot of times, and this is for men and women, when you are not in a like stable place, like for yourself, like why are you?
I don't believe in that. And the reason I don't believe in that.
Can I
Sure, I'm sorry.
I just don't believe that you should be worried about dating. Your first priority should be like getting to a safe space for yourself.
Okay, let's give clarity. Let's give clarity.
Can you do it at the same time?
No, I don't.
Let's give clarity.
I actually don't.
Let's give clarity. My monthly bills are $10,000 a month. I've always been able to cover my monthly bills. My broke is not everybody.
Right. Agree.
That's number one. That's number one. Okay. Now, for me, I would rather deal with a woman when I'm going through hard times to know if it's real or not. To me, and 3 years later, that is why I'm with my partner.
But your hard times ain't the same as other people's hard times.
No, that's not necessarily.
You probably could still do the nice dinners and
No,
stuff.
that's not necessarily true. Because once again, if all I can pay is the bills, then we still scrape.
Yeah, but you got a nice crib. Sometimes
it doesn't.
I'm just.
But you also have a woman that can like pick up the slack.
Yeah, but you asked him why is he dating?
But you asked me why am I dating?
Why is he dating?
I'm dating because the woman I want is here for me.
Wait, okay, I get what you're saying, but in my opinion, if you can meet your bills, I think that's fine. What I'm saying is that if you are in a place where you don't have security or the basics, which is food, shelter, like all of like
what about
the necessity?
You know, women to tell you if you can't afford to go out on a date or two a month, then you shouldn't be dating. You understand? But for me, no, I'm sorry. I'd rather deal with someone at a time that we got to go through the fire together.
We're talking about two different things, though.
How?
Because so what you're saying, like, I'll give
It's really not. If the man has a home and as she says decent, got a decent car, been doing whatever, got some level of stability, that's okay for some people. And I just think that's a more realistic thing. So the luxury, pageantry, and vanity thing is, so I practice, try to live below my means to have something to save, while other people spend everything they get, and that's their lifestyle. So when the stuff hit the fan, they got all the nice clothes and whatever else, but the money is funny. And that's a norm that they want to maintain. And who is it that's doing that? If it's both parties doing it,
perfect example. Right now, like my husband launched a business. I think it's maybe a year and a half ago now. Thank God it has actually done well. And we just launched our new business, right? And so because we're out of pocket so much, things are tighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about, can I go on a date?
Mm-hmm.
Or is the mortgage paid?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. But I'm saying, like, even still, we could just be partners. And is the mortgage paid?
What's going on, Stanley? What's going on, Sam? Once he's not struggling, you're not going, yeah, that would be not nice. Good and bad, happy and sad, up and down, rich and poor.
Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say mortgage. Is the rent paid? Are the lights on? Is the gas on? Is there food in the house? I'm talking about necessities.
But y'all,
Your mindset is an anomaly.
Because you're already invested in this relationship.
But you guys were moving in together, though.
Right? Yes. But at the same time, what I'm saying is hardship. I think all relationships should.
We going through a hardship right now.
I think you don't know what you have until your relationship is tested.
But I also can I just
hey, if you can't pay the rent, you don't need to be dating. Period.
I think that certain things are going to bleed into. I think certain things are going to bleed into. Certain
no,
I don't know, man. I just see things differently because I understand that life is peaks and valleys, man. And
but how can you afford to date if you can't afford to pay rent?
Why does dating cost? Getting to know someone should not cost. Getting to know someone
gas cost?
should be according to whatever's going on in your life.
But that's not fair because you said
if I'm saying
you said get with a person that don't want nothing, give her everything. But why talk to somebody that's going through mad stuff because they want something? So, I don't want something if I'm going through something.
Because you see potential.
You need to be able to quote that again, sir.
Because you see potential and you see something there. Yeah, but we were friends for years,
and that is fine. But the thing is, I think you're either like
purposely not.
Yeah, it's something because again, if you are in a precarious situation such that you cannot meet your monthly bills, right? And let's just say you rent, let's just say, so there's no mortgage involved. So you're paying your rent, your lights, your gas, your health insurance, whatever. Like if you are struggling that much and you can't meet your necessities, I'm not saying your wants, your basic necessities. Why are you dating? Because wait, let me finish. Mm-hmm. Because in my mind, shouldn't you be like focusing all your attention on like, repositioning yourself such that you can like motivate yourself.
Wait. I was just about to say, what's so crazy? Y'all be the first to talk about how a woman brings support. She brings motivation, inspiration, prayer. She can bring a man from the peaks to the valleys. She can bring so my question to you is what is the cost of getting to know someone from a woman's perspective?
I'll tell you. How much is gas per gallon?
$3.50.
Right. Okay. How much is makeup?
It's gone.
How much is clothes? Let's just say you own them, but you gotta send them to the cleaners. Like things cost. Like I don't care what anybody says. In order to date, money is required at a very minimum.
Dealing with the right person.
It's not true. Gas costs. Uber's cost, like the train, the bus, everything. It costs at a minimum. And time is valuable. It's actually the most valuable thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand how you can say, like, even if you just go be in a park, right? How you get there?
Oh.
You know what?
No, but no. Y'all don't live where you can just.
I can still walk. I leave the house 45 minutes early.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
Well, I think the argument you guys have two different arguments. You're talking about your priorities, and he's talking about the ability to date.
Get to know someone
should be free.
Yeah, I'm talking about to get to know somebody.
No, should, but is it in reality? Is what I'm saying.
That's the difference.
All depending on who you're dealing with.
Yeah, you gotta have money. You gotta have money. And like I say, sometimes it's about, because I'm like, do we need the Joseph Abboud glasses, the Versace's, the Louis, the Hermeses? Do we need them? What's wrong with some Walmart glasses? Or were these? These were Joseph Abboud. It's been a minute since I've been to the eye doctor though. That was a yearly thing. Of looking all the way in back of my eye and changing the glasses. And we could have taken the prescriptions and went to, like I said, a Walmart or something else, but that's not what happened. It's about quality of life and lifestyle and maintaining that money.
All depending on who. Listen, let me tell you something. And I will give her all the credit in the world when it comes to the person I am with, because we can go to Long John Steakhouse. Most times, babe, let's go.
What steakhouse?
Long John Steakhouse. Babe, let's go to Long John Steakhouse. Longhorn. Yeah. Most times it's
Long John.
Listen, babe,
that's what I was thinking.
Hold on, babe. Let's go to Long John Steakhouse. Babe, let's go to McDonald's. Let's go cheap. Let's go. And listen. It's over. And that doesn't mean.
Are they giving out free meals?
Wait. And that doesn't mean that we don't go to SDK. We don't go to Brooklyn Chop House. That doesn't mean that. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day with her, where it's like, hey, what we doing tonight? What you want to do? Babe, I just want to chill with you. I just want to sit across from you.
Even if you stay, even if you stay inside, it costs.
And I will say this, and maybe that's why we're together to this day.
We'll propose.
Wait, hold on. And you got McDonald's at home, girl.
Hold on.
You got McDonald's at home.
And maybe that's why we're together. And maybe that's why we're together to this day, because
Russian man.
Threw him off.
Because
But you sound great to me, baby girl.
Because
I'm trying to help you.
You
right
sound
now.
great.
No, because I get.
I've been great.
It's not perfect, but it's real.
Okay, but it's the thing. It's
And I can
the
respect
real deal.
Wait, but that didn't answer my question. What I'm saying is that even if you stay in the house and don't leave, because me and my husband hang out.
Yeah, you still got to pay for the. Yeah. You still got to pay the PG&E and these streaming services, Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's just bills. And the next month, them same bills again. So yeah, you need some money, but it's about the stuff above and beyond the basic necessities. Yeah, it's how hands-on you are, and houses need constant repairs. It's always something.
At our home all the time. But you know what we got? We got lights. We got gas.
But remember,
we got streaming.
you can pay the bills.
Subscription.
You can pay the bills.
But what you're proving my point. If you have an issue with meeting the necessities at your home, I do not think you should date. Because thank you. Because, wait,
You agree?
yeah. Can I finish? But can I know, but can I?
I don't know if I agree.
Wait,
I don't agree.
hold on. But if you would allow me to finish, the point that I'm making is that if you have, matter of fact, let's just say that I wasn't married. You can't invite me to your house and you ain't got no heat. You can't invite me to your house.
Man, listen, we talking about respectable men.
Wait, no, that is not.
What respectable man is inviting you to his house and he ain't got no heat?
Wait, you're proving my point. Hold on. You know what? I've realized talking to you, because now it's been 2 times. You don't really know other men. You really don't. You know yourself, and that's fine. That's cool.
I know myself in my community.
No.
I know myself in my community. And my community and men are not inviting
You live in
there.
Alpine?
They got no goddamn
Right.
heat.
You live in Alpine.
Man.
But listen,
I had a Negro try to get me to sleep at his house, no AC.
Wait.
Hello?
What happened?
I did have a lot of fun with them relationships with the box fan, no AC. I had a good time with
that doesn't work in Houston.
This one was a good time.
You still went over there.
Wait, but
To his point.
Yeah, but I wasn't sleeping over there.
Priorities together.
All we had was a little TV.
Right. No, that is my. Hold on. That
An experience, right?
That little massage was everything.
It's absolutely the point. My question is that, no, listen, if you're saying you should still be able to date.
Yeah. Y'all having 2 different conversations. What happens sometimes when people are talking? He's not talking about being broke. Y'all are talking about broke dudes. Yeah, they're telling you that most men aren't like you. They don't have the things you have. They don't have the community that you have. A lot of times on these panels, it'd be people that's pretty successful on a panel, and that conversation they're having is a whole different conversation than somebody struggling. And that's the thing. And I don't think these ladies is going for it because they look like they have a couple dollars. They know something about some coin.
So would you invite a woman to your house if you don't have gas on?
Oh, I have self-respect.
Exactly. You're literally proving my point.
But I'm also the man that will never not have my goddamn gas on.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Having 2 different conversations.
That's why. Because to me, there's a standard that is required to be a man.
Yeah. You're talking about.
You ain't got no here. Like what?
Y'all
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Conversations.
Hello.
Yes.
Wait, no, Rome. I agree, but the thing is that is not the premise that I set.
This is why
Premise-
they're having two different conversations.
You brought in other factors. My thing is that if you cannot afford to date,
Because
you should
dating does cost.
because you cannot you don't need to be dating if you can't take care of your basic necessities. No, the basic necessities, which is like how you live, rent, mortgage, gas, lights, water, internet, health insurance, home insurance, like all of these things. You should not be dating. And you're talking about being a respectable person, cool, but you're still not saying what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if these things are not a priority to you, having lights on at your house, having gas on at your house, you don't need to be dating. You need to call Con Ed and get your shit together.
But see,
like no, there's actually no but
there
see.
is.
No,
there is.
No,
there is.
no, there's-
Wait,
there's
there is a but see, because what I'm talking, like what you're talking about, doesn't even live in the realm.
We got
it's
that.
not in your
What I'm talking about.
No, yeah, but that's what.
Oh my God.
That's what I
But
think.
that's
and I
why I
think
got brought up.
that's the disconnect.
There is no disconnect.
Because
No. There's not a disconnect.
that is.
No, it's not. I'm the one who set the premise.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I set the premise. Oh, I'm sorry. I set the premise. You understand what I'm saying? So
Being difficult.
you're literally no, a little bit, because you're fighting the facts. The facts. No, you're fighting the facts.
It's not the fact.
No.
That's like me saying
You're
I'm gonna
fighting.
come
No.
and sit down
You're
if
fighting.
there
You're
is
fighting.
a
No.
couch.
You're
In my
fighting.
realm of reality, you
There's
can't
gonna
sit
be a
down if
couch.
there isn't a couch.
You're
Jada, no lie.
no, Alan. Hold on. It
She's
is
like, wait, I think I'm winning. Let me go.
No, it's not a win. But the thing is that I'm the one that set the scenario. I set the premise. And the thing is that you have a rebuttal for that premise, but on a totally different set of facts. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Shut up.
I completely understand.
see what she's
Actually,
saying?
I'm
done.
Say you see.
Yes, I see what you're
No,
saying.
it's not even about.
You see what you're saying.
It's not even about.
I'm sorry,
like,
guys who are rooting for me, but I see what she's saying.
Yeah, if you don't have on lights, water, and all of whatever, yeah. But it's guys living like that. We've seen representations of it if you look around. And they got women. So people would think if they could get those women, how do they do it? How did she say the guy with the floor heater had her? And those days were fun. Talk about that. What was special about those dudes?
because you know they're gonna be in there.
Thank you. So I have a question.
Nigga, what?
Roman's been waiting for this.
For a long time.
I know.
I
I
like
You
your
don't
little
never
purple
believe
shirts.
Nelly.
No, you know what? Does it match your sneakers?
It's 100% mauve.
You see me?
Yeah, I'm like now seeing that. I wasn't sure if it was the lighting or if that was real.
No, it's 100% mauve.
All
Okay,
right, are you ready for this?
nice and comfy.
You see me? Always, forever.
Let's speed this up. I
Okay,
gotta
and
go.
we're back. Are modern
You can't wait.
relationships suffering from entitlement on both sides? We're talking about high standards, low effort, and are people asking for more but offering less?
Yeah. Can we have your perspective? Like, what do you think about that? Because I think that you've lived between like two different.
I didn't do a track, but yes, I've been
wait,
been all.
is that Beijing?
Yes, it is.
See,
You're damn right. This is a full grade.
y'all, this nigga is 60.
You think that modern relationships suffer from entitlement on both sides?
I believe they do.
Did I get that right?
Thank
Word
you
for word?
asking. Yeah. To get back to what Jada was saying, I believe that now there's too much information out.
Yes.
But I do believe for older gentlemen like myself and Mo that
Gentlemen.
we are more well-rounded, so we just have higher expectations
Mhm.
as opposed to seeing what you guys want. We know what we have, we know what we contain, and we just know what we won't settle for.
Mhm.
So it's not really an entitlement thing for us. It's kind of like, listen, we got our shit together, and we expect you to come correct.
You know, bringing up social media, sorry, because I wanted to ask this a little earlier the first time this was brought up.
And that correct that those men want, a lot of women don't want to be there because they call that controlling. So you had the finances, the education, the morality, and every single thing, and you're not going for nothing, and you gonna tell her how to fit in jail with you. And that's going to be a lot of times not what they want. Or at least that's what I hear on. That's what I hear. I hear both things. They say they want this dude, you know, that's high EQ, high IQ, stable and everything else, but he might be, you know, a little too intense. Or at least is what they say. I think that bag that lady has right there is a go yard. I don't know how much it costs. Yes, things. How much are the boots?
No, modern relationship. Could you be in a relationship with your partner and not have each other on any socials?
I would prefer that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been trying to get it that way in my relationship. She wants to be included, and I completely get that. But my thing is, support isn't surveillance. That's just my personal opinion. And like, there's a thin line between what her expectations are and then who I am and like what my content is and what my feed is.
Are we talking about putting them on your pic? Like,
yeah. Can you clarify that? What?
Like, do you guys
following
often
each
do
other?
content together? Does she do content?
She does her own content. She's a gym girl. So she's a gym girl and like.
But never together.
Go to her page.
No crossovers.
No, you have your own page. Cross that.
Yeah. No, because you can add someone like on a post and it'll be both of your
Like a
posts.
collaboration.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened to Christy and her man?
Who's Christy?
Oh, they
Christy,
did.
the divorce.
I never.
It's bad luck. Like when I was the happiest, I would post my man. I'd be like, oh my God, we're gonna be together forever. As soon as I post him, it's like, it takes a day or two, or literally almost the same day. I'm like, why not? See why I post this man? Because I'm getting ready to leave him today.
I think there's a new age tattoo effect. Because you know when they say tattoos are bad luck, it's
They are?
basically the tattoo of your partner's name is bad luck.
Oh, I'm about to say, I'll be wanting a tattoo every time I'm feeling good.
I think
So you're I'm sorry, you're just inviting negative energy to your relationship. And your relationship is supposed to be for you. If you're already sharing what's going on in your life and she's sharing what's going on in her life, that should be it.
Yeah.
Because how much of it is left for yourself?
I think that the world sees your partner through your eyes. And the way
Wait, like when you post them or
when you don't post them totally, because I don't think I don't think that if you have a page that your partner should be non-existent. It doesn't mean they're supposed to be under every post, but whether it's one or two, right? They could be, and it doesn't have to be, oh, this is my baby, blah, blah, blah. But it could just be posting the moment, right? The two of you. Because I just think,
Oh no, I'm not that actively talking to nobody. Even with the people I have shared with on here, we're not talking all that often. Somebody bought some music once. Somebody wanted a intro or something once. So them IGs and emails and stuff are very far and in between. And in a relationship, I think that should probably be a little bit more private, because you don't know who all looking at this stuff.
once again, the world sees your person through your eyes. And they may take that, the lack of them on your page as you not acknowledging them.
Or you're trying to hide it.
Or you're trying to hide it. Yeah, and it's not even her. It's not even her trying. Outside world.
Or it's the outside world, including her friends. Well, why isn't he doing this?
Yes.
But mind you, before they said, why isn't he doing this? The bills are paid.
Thank you.
We are fine.
Thank you.
We are happy. Why are you worried about that outside noise? And if you're worried about that outside noise, don't say that you're here and you don't care about the validation, because it's clear that you care about outside validation.
I don't think it's about. I don't even think it's about outside validation. I think that part of respect is how you make me look to other people.
Right.
As a general matter.
What your intention is.
Yeah.
I think part of respect is how you present me to other people.
I agree with both.
And it doesn't mean that your intent is malicious.
Yeah.
But if your actions make me look as if I don't matter, that's still hurtful.
Yeah. It's also like you expect men.
Yeah. Yeah, some people talk like their friend group trumps their woman or trumps their man. And that is disrespect. I watched something the other day where the woman we're talking about, he didn't check me when he needed to check me. And then there's other women talking about they cannot be checked. It's a lot of nuances and back and forths. If you work out, got your money together, you gotta, what they say, learn your man. in order to, well, both people got to be respected. Sometimes I see people that's so serious, so intense. Oof. And you kind of got to already be cool. That's why these folks be intense for the wrong reason and wanting to bark and just to see if you will bark. Nice guys are boring.
To go at your girl or go after your girl and hit on her. Yeah. I don't care about any of that. I care about how you were replying to these people.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And that's just me.
But also when I see
think that's
a
fair.
man that I know has a girlfriend and they're always together and they don't post them, to me, I'm like, I wonder if he's hiding that he's like, maybe he's not fully committed, or maybe he's trying to still keep space for the girls that he possibly has interest in. I mean, men or women, they don't always want to put their business out, especially if you're not, I mean, honestly, if you're not married, I don't feel like you're obligated to do so.
You're not.
You're not obligated.
I don't think there's ever an obligation, even if you are
I
married.
agree, okay,
But
fine.
I'm be honest, because real talk, you're not obligated because you already got the paperwork, so it really don't matter.
But I
It's
do,
my page. So it's like,
but I do think that even though it's your page, partnership is to take that other person into consideration. Like, because
see, this is crazy.
But
Social media
consideration is
has
different.
really affected relationships. This is a big deal. Like, this is such a big deal. Like, just in general, social media, it can be very detrimental to relationships, because this is such, even this small thing, whether you post your person or not, everyone looks at it differently, and it really can affect the longevity of your relationship. A relationship that can be going great based off of if you decide to post them or not. Like, for me,
So do you think that there should be a conversation between the couple
as you're getting serious, maybe?
I think that if you're not going to post your partner whatsoever, I think there should be a conversation.
Yeah.
Because then I'm
What
gonna
should it
think
look
that that's
like?
Weird.
Yeah, it shouldn't be left to interpretation. I think it should be, babe, this is who I am. I'm a private person. And because I believe in protecting what you value.
Right.
And I always say that the second you put it out there,
Oh, yeah.
the world is going to attack
That's what you just said, right?
Yeah,
You know,
because
but-
I actually do.
But once again, like, I'm all about balance. But in the same breath, I do also understand how women work, right? And the validation of, seriously, and it's not even the validation, but just the warmness that they feel. My baby
Care
posted
about
me.
me, yeah.
Right? You understand? And it has nothing to do with wanting to be seen by other people. It's just,
You're
my
proud
baby
of me.
acknowledged
Yeah, you're
me.
proud of me.
He
I think that
acknowledged
the acknowledgement is the most important part, because I think that social media or not, acknowledging that you have a partner is very important. So even if like you're someone who like is building their brand, so they're on social media a lot, so they're always talking or always posting what they're doing or whatever, even if you don't want people to literally see who you're dating, like say like, oh, well, today me and my boyfriend did this, or if that's your kind of content or whatever, just like letting your viewers know that you are in a
You have
relationship.
somebody.
Now let me expose a level of vulnerability from men.
Yeah. I'm a private person. I'm a private person. And I really don't like going out and stuff. That's why it's like, yeah, keep your friend group. I don't want to be inside of any of these places. I prefer to and I don't mess with the DoorDash. Yeah, but I used to order and pick up, not hang out. Order, maybe have a drink and go. And all in places. I didn't like going to the thing about a lot of these places is hard to get into them. So you got to park a block away or in a parking structure. And I would just drift. And a lot of these places, even though they be somewhat, I guess you call high end or whatever, it still have those food rushes and every single thing else. Yes, and then the place you order and you get there and the stuff is still not ready. Or you order and you gotta sit in there for a minute. So like Talk of the Town and La Cristas and all them different places, it's just any kind of place that you walk in off the street, This is too open.
Another thing as well that we don't think about is you have your male friends all over your page. Why am I not on there? Not once. You have no problem.
Because you don't care about them.
But bro, it doesn't matter. And it's the same thing with the man.
Well, you're reversing it?
I'm reversing it.
Both sides do that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, wait, you have no problem. Oh, it's my bestie.
Yeah.
But it's such a big issue for you to put me on.
I mean, because especially as a woman,
Oh,
if I'm with a man and I know my man is gonna be sought after, sometimes, especially at the beginning, I don't want nobody all up in it. Because if you see him, you know, like some of us have something that everybody wants. And I've had that issue a couple times where I'm just like, you know, or if there's certain women that know how the person get down. Like if we could go out, we go to the club and she's like, oh, her man be popping it. I'm trying to see. A lot of times women will try to see who the dude is that you're dealing with.
Let me put you on to
They plot
something.
on it. Even if it ain't now, they even plot
So let
on
me
it.
put you on to something. Not posting him on social media. It isn't. If he's not the type of guy to do that, he's not going to do it. And if
Yeah,
he
but
is
we
the
don't
type of
know.
guy,
We're still dating. We ain't
but-
married. You
yeah,
might
but-
be.
But what I need you to understand, you were who you were when you got.
Mm-hmm.
The same way a woman comes into the situation, who she is.
But it's not that safe out there. I think you think it's that safe. It's not that safe out there.
I'm sorry, but the reality is the reality is people come into the situation, no matter who they try to sell you that they are.
Right.
People come in who they are, and they're gonna do what they do.
So better lose them than earlier than.
It's not about better lose them earlier. If you're gonna lose them, you're gonna lose them.
Okay.
And if you're not, you're not.
Yeah, I ain't about to post you and then lose you though.
You have no
But
control.
posting them isn't what's gonna make you lose.
You have no control either
You
way.
have no control.
So,
Exactly.
do you think you? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And no, I was just gonna say it's an illusion.
Do you
You
think?
have control.
Do you think you should post your partner under a year or no?
Oh, yeah, birthday.
You go with what you feel like, man.
Yeah.
Valentine's.
This is hard. This right here is hard. Let me give you another one. Should your partner have your location?
I don't think I was. I don't know. Depending on who we're with and what's going on. Yeah. I don't know. We did more like house functions. Go to family members' house function. They come to my house function. And nothing crazy really happened at any of those. A little bit of talking loud and whatever.
I actually don't think that anybody has my location.
I always
I've
say
done
that
it
I want
before.
yours.
I've done it before.
Yeah,
But why
I feel like I don't know where Aaron is. I always feel like I could
If
check, but
we're
I'm like,
being
wait, I'm done.
extremely trustful, then why can't we have you? Why can't?
Because some
Why
people
not?
some people can't handle
I'm
that.
not saying I want to get
Because
my
some people can't handle having your location, and it causes more problems.
Sounds like surveillance.
everything is surveillance. Why can't
Because everything is a question.
Yeah.
Because everything is, what were you doing there?
But I question my friends.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying this is right, actually, but I'm just saying, out of just curiosity, hey, where you at? What's on 35th?
yes, but wait. Have I done something to
I'm
make
just
you
saying.
curious? That's my question to you.
But it's not like, I'm not
Not
interrogating you. I'm not,
Listen, I'm just asking a question.
yeah, but it's not an interrogation. So
if
so
it's
even
not,
how you phrase the
then you should
question, did I
follow with
do something for me? You don't have to do anything. I'm asking a fucking question, Monica. Like I'm just curious
I might
because
want a chopped cheeseburger. Where you at? Are you still there?
no, yeah, like,
So
are you at? You okay? So you don't.
Location.
Okay, so you don't like the fact that I'm asking where you're at. So you would rather me say, hey, are you at the store?
Your partner doesn't give you a location to surveil them. They give you your location so they can know where you are for the case of safety. So at the end of the day, you are violating their privacy every time you're checking the location
Hold on.
for absolutely no reason.
Excuse me. Did we agree? Did we agree that I only want your location for safety? I did not. I am no. First of all, I have a ton of my friends' location just because I'm a nosy bitch. Like, and let's just because that's what we do. I'm not saying I want your location,
I don't
and
want my
this
man
is going to be for safety only. I'm not getting a ticket. I'm not getting penalized if I use it for anything other than safety. Miss me with all that. I am going to be checking.
You should be transparent ahead of time and say, "Listen, I'm going to be checking." Say that.
Fair.
So what does a
I
man
don't,
feel
that
about
isn't
you?
even like
Because-
if you don't feel comfortable giving your location, if you don't want it to be checked anytime, because it can be checked at any time,
But let me tell you how men
then
work.
don't give it.
Let me tell you how men work. It's not about the location. It's about every time you ask me for a random reason, I feel like it's an accusation. And it's like, damn, you don't.
Wait.
That's on you.
No.
Yeah, no, that is that because that's your perception. That is really
That isn't.
okay.
It isn't my perception.
When I tell you I
Because
opened
the
that
truth
app
is,
randomly, just
although
to
you
see
may
what my
not
friends said.
realize it, when you're like, oh, so what were you doing there at 2 a.m? That isn't that is.
Is that guilt though? Like,
Wait, no, it's actually not an accusation. It's what was you doing there?
Because as your girlfriend, wouldn't
That's
you
what it
be
seems like
curious?
It seems like you're. I mean, if you
It's
have
not
nothing to hide, it
guilt.
wouldn't annoy you as much.
No, that's not.
But if I had nothing to hide, you would know I was there.
I mean, but you clearly ain't saying
So
nothing.
when I ask the question, you can simply say I was at my homeboy's house.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have to ask. I'm gonna tell you I'm at home.
Okay, and if you didn't,
You follow up and you check my location. That means you don't trust
And
me.
then wait a minute. And then as a man,
Guys, one voice.
I also have I'm an adult. Like I don't have to answer to you every single place I go.
That's my point.
Once I leave the house and I go, babe, I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna be here with such and such. I don't got time to answer 100 questions. Like I'm not a child. Who's talking about me and you?
No, but I agree with that. I don't like being like, I feel like I'm being questioned.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks.
You know, but I do also understand that I've lived a unique experience. Once again, I have 3 daughters. My daughter's mother died when she was 13. I was raising my daughter since 13 on my own. You know,
Is this your 27-year-old?
22-year-old.
Okay,
yeah, and I have a certain sensitivity towards women, right? But at the same time, I always say that I'm just like every other man in just as many ways as I'm different. You know, and me accepting that and understanding that is also my advantage because I'm not sitting here like I'm perfect. No, I'm flawed, just like every other man, right? At the core, I'm just like every other man. I have the same desires, but at the end of the day, I have the discipline and the self-awareness to be able to go, yo, that's not okay. Because for me, the bar that I set for myself is if I can't say that I would be proud for any one of my daughters to walk through my front door with a clone of myself, then there's something wrong. And I can honestly say, if any one of my daughters walked through my front door with a man just like myself, I'd be happy.
And it wasn't always like that, though.
No, it wasn't always like
it wasn't.
that. This is where I've got. This is where I've grown to.
I can relate to that. 1,000.
Some people see clones of themselves and be like, whoa, uh-oh. So now let's go from that. Let me see. Because we got to do the step-by-step thing. To this. Let's see. No sound. Turn up my music, I guess. Let me see. Let me see now. Volume. Speed. Let's see. Okay.
Welcome to Pop the Balloon Love Mountain Edition. My name is Brittany Francois, and I'm going to be your host for today. Now, before we
Not Brittany, Brittany Francois.
get started, I just want to go over a few things. So if you've never seen Pop the Balloon before, simply how this goes is we have lovely female contestants.
It's this music. It's always the music.
They're going to be holding onto their balloons, and we'll have a male contestant come up and tell us a little bit about himself. If the female likes him or she thinks he's a potential match, she will hold on to her balloon. If she does not think he's a match, she will simply pop the balloon. The ideal goal is that at the end of each round, we want to have one female contestant left standing.
Yeah, the music. Is that music an issue? We shall see.
with the male and that they would be a match. Now, if we do not have a female contestant left, then unfortunately, the round will conclude and we will have no match. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Church and all that. I can.
Okay, advertising. I love that. Okay, nice. That's beautiful. Well, did you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you're looking for in an ideal mate?
More specific?
He's a little ill prepared. He wasn't prepared for this. And I think they want you to be a little bit more dressed up.
Like,
What exactly are you looking for in a mate? So is there something in
I'm
these
not-
ladies that you see, or is there something else?
I'm very open-minded, so I'm not really too picky on like the personality and all that. I've dealt with a lot of women, so ain't nothing I couldn't handle. Oh,
Okay, so we do have a few balloons. Oh, okay, we do have a few balloons that have already been popped. So let's go ahead and ask these lovely ladies why they pop their balloons.
Hi.
All right, we're going to start with you, lovely. So if you could tell us your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Kayla. I'm 37 and I own a traveling company.
Okay, beautiful. And would you mind telling us why you popped your balloon?
It was the statement that you've been with a lot of women and you just didn't care.
I didn't say I didn't care.
That's kind of how I took it. It was just like,
I get
the
it. I feel it.
personality is just, if she talks to me, I'm going to talk to her.
There's more to it than that, but I feel it. I feel it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing. Moving on. So hello, could you tell us your name, your age, and your occupation?
Yes, my name is Aaliyah. I'm 28 years old and I am a business owner. I own a hair company.
So 37, 28.
Beautiful. I'm going to have to get your card after this. So could you tell us why you popped your balloon?
Honestly, you didn't present your best self, in my opinion. When she asked what you're looking for, you didn't really say anything. You just were looking for anything to happen.
It was a really open-ended question. It was an open-ended question.
But when you're dating someone, when I'm dating someone, I want to know what you want to see if we're even a match.
I should have said it's more about the vibe. I should have been more specific. I'm sorry.
Fair. Okay.
Threw me off.
Okay, not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and move on. May I have your name, your age, and your occupation?
Hello, my name is Alexi. I'm 33 and I'm a preschool teacher.
Okay. And could you please tell us why you popped your balloon?
I popped my balloon because I feel like you aren't intentional about being here and really stating what you're really looking for. So if I don't know what you're looking for, I can't say, oh, hey, like we're looking for the same thing. So that's why I popped my balloon.
I feel it.
Thank you so much. Hi, how are you? Good. How are you? I'm doing great. Could you tell us your name, your age, and your occupation, please?
My name's Josie. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm 31.
Okay. And could you also tell us why you popped your balloon?
So I popped my balloon because for me, confidence in a man is super important. And there was a lack of confidence and you didn't really know what you wanted in your partner. And like, I want somebody who's intentional and can state exactly what they're looking for. I can state exactly what I'm looking for. So
thank you so much. Hi, could you tell us your name, your age, and occupation, please?
Hello, my name is Nakia Hillary Sims, owner of Hillary Consulting Services, where I use my UT Law degree to help people as a disability advocate. I also work with MD Anderson as a puppeteer to teach children not to vape and not to smoke. I'm over 40, so I'm kind of outside of your, like, typically I don't date younger men, and I just kind of wanted to hear him out.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and thank you for the work that you do. I appreciate it. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. That's great. Could you tell us your name, your age, and your occupation, please?
I am Candace. I'm 31 and I'm a school teacher.
Beautiful. So could you tell us this evening, why did you pop your balloon?
I don't want the kids to call me Mrs. Strange. So
It's my stage name. It's not my real name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still a no for me.
Okay, not a problem. So hello, how are you? I'm doing great. Could you tell us your name, your age, and your occupation, please?
Amber, I'm 31 and I work for Ford in the corporate department.
Okay. And could you tell us why did you pop your balloon?
I'm picky. My man gotta be picky too. That's it.
Enough said. She said what she said. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and
Yeah. Yeah. We got to. I mean, all the balloons are popped, but this is the part where he says what he likes.
go back here. Excuse me, you guys. Would you say that this lovely lady is your type?
Most certainly.
What exactly about her is your type?
The whole thing. She tall too. I ain't had no woman that tall before.
Okay. All right. Moving on. So what would you say about this lady is your type? No?
No,
What about her's not your type?
she don't got her own hair.
Okay. Okay. Moving on. So this lovely lady, is she your type?
Yes, ma'am.
What about her is your type exactly?
The build, like 2K.
Like 2K? What do you mean by that?
All the guys know. So 2K, they got my players, right? And they got builds.
Okay.
So she my build.
Oh, like when you, okay. I got you. I'm following. Okay. And this lovely lady right here, is she your type?
Most certainly.
And what about her is your type?
The build once again.
So we got two 2K builds.
Mhm.
Okay. Noted. And this lovely lady, is she your type? No?
No.
What about her is not your type?
She a little out of my age range. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit? You don't like them too experienced?
Yeah, pretty much, because they know exactly what they want. I'm a disappointer.
Okay. Thank you. Are you Ethiopian?
I'm half Latino.
Okay.
That's what it is, if y'all was wondering.
Just saw the features. Okay, cool. Okay.
I get that a lot, though.
Thank you. This lovely lady here, is she your type?
Not really.
And what about her is not your type?
A little bit out of my weight class. Just a little bit.
Okay. So you do have a type of weight class that you're looking for. So when we asked you earlier, you do have something you're in mind for, right?
Well, I thought the looks was like an automatic, like, because I'm a guy, you know what I'm saying? You already know what the looks is like number one.
Okay.
No. Looks can't. Well, I guess for him, that's his thing.
Okay.
That's why I said the personality don't
Really bother
me,
you.
'cause
Okay.
I'm comfortable with a strong woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Chris. Not a problem. So this lovely lady right here, is she your type?
Certainly.
And what about her is your type?
What I said with video game, what I said? 2K?
The 2K?
Yeah.
So you have 3 ladies here that you would 2K build.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go back. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Well, so all of our ladies have popped our balloons. So I just want to say thank you. And you gave it your best shot. Thank you so much.
Shout out to that guy. Let me see. We're gonna do this here. Oh, we got 5 folks in the building. We've been here for hour 15. Shout out to everybody. Let's see. Stay great, everyone. It's like we always do at this time. I'll do this.
We'll shut this motherfucker down!
That's all, folks.